It has been a year of no sailings for the cruise liners. Seema Modi joins us live from Manhattan's cruise terminal on how the industry is trying to rebuild. Seema.
David, it was 1 year ago we watched multiple cruise ships around the world left stranded at sea while COVID spread on board. The first major outbreak, Carnival's Diamond Princess in Japan. Over 700 infected, 9 people lost their lives as passengers were confined to their rooms for days on end. Here in the U.S., 1 full year of no sailings. Carnival, Royal Caribbean, Norwegian Cruise Line in total have lost nearly $40 billion in sales since the pandemic began. It's one of the reasons the cruise lines have had to be so aggressive, loading up on billions of dollars in debt and issuing equity. Here's what's next. The cruise lines are awaiting guidance from the CDC. Once received, the cruise lines will begin their mock voyages. And if they can demonstrate to health officials that they can keep COVID off their ships, the expectation is that the CDC will ultimately give them the green light. Wall Street right now estimating a summer to fall restart. But the experience will be different, guys. Fewer people on board. Analyst estimates around 50 to 60% of capacity. And sailings in the beginning will be shorter, too.
A lot of them have their own islands in the Bahamas, which are essentially a bubble where they can control the vaccinations, they can control the testing, and naturally we're going to need Mexico.
Now, despite what went down a year ago, multiple channel checks and future bookings data from the cruise line suggest that travelers are eager to get back on board. Norwegian disclosing that 80% of its January-February bookings are new cash bookings. But a lot of questions around the vaccine. Norwegian, along with Royal, have made starting announcing vaccination requirements for their crew members. The industry is still deciding whether to require passengers to be vaccinated as well. In the meantime, till we get that restart, it's cruise ports, even like this one here at Pier 88 in New York, guys, that is feeling the effect. Back to you.
Seema, I'm curious, if you've got pent-up demand and then you've got lower capacity levels, less people are going to be allowed on the ships initially, what is that going to do to pricing?
That's a great question. Right now, they're trying to do whatever they can to keep prices down, Morgan, to incentivize that traveler who is eager to get on board to book travel. Over time, if demand actually remains strong once the cruise lines restart sailings, there could be an opportunity to raise pricing. But at this point, it's just about getting those people on board. I think then they'll revisit the questions around pricing, packaging, and also getting more ships, because over the past year, every cruise line has had to downsize their fleet to make ends meet.
Shepard Smith here. Thanks for watching CNBC on YouTube.